All right, new guitar day. Let's open this up. Oh, that's a nice neck. It's heavier than I expected. Let's plug it in. Okay, so what is this? This is the Ernie Music Man Stingray RS model in Eclipse Sparkle, which is actually a Sweetwater exclusive finish and spec. So you can only get this guitar at Sweetwater. Okay, so why did I buy it? You might remember a couple years back, I bought a Music Man JP John Petrucci 16, which is the one that was discontinued, I believe, but it's the one with the Floyd Rose. And I loved everything about the guitar build, the quality of the instrument, but I just couldn't get past how thin the neck was, so I ended up selling it. But that Ernie Ball Music Man quality was something that I kind of missed. So I had been looking at some of their models for quite some time now, and I had my eye on a Stingray RS. And when I saw this particular color on Sweetwater, I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. And actually, for a while, they were out of stock. They didn't have this particular one in the store. So on Sweetwater, you can choose to be notified of whenever a particular product comes back in stock. So I opted for that, and actually my sales rep emailed me and told me that they should be getting a couple more in at some point between like September and end of November. So I was like, okay, I can wait. Literally 2 days later, I got an email saying that they had one of these in stock, just one. So I immediately went to the website and I bought it. So I apologize if anyone else was waiting for this particular guitar, but I finally got it, and I've never played this particular model before, so this is the first time for me. Like I said, I've played a couple John Petrucci models. I believe I've tried out the Mariposa model at Sweetwater in store the last time I was there. So I'm excited to plug this in, but before I do, I just want to tell you some of the specs on this instrument. So like I said, this is the Eclipse Sparkle finish with a cool matching headstock, which is exclusive to Sweetwater. We have a beautiful roasted figured maple neck. There's a little bit of flame happening. I really like how they have the gloss on the neck, and then they kind of sanded it down, or at least have a satin finished on the playing part of the neck. Really impressive neck heel. The little that I played when I first got it out, it was extremely comfortable. Schaller locking tuners, compensated nut, which you might not be able to see, but I'll try to show you a close-up. Ebony fingerboard, stainless steel frets. Now the fingerboard, I'm kind of on the fence with. This is a 10-inch radius, supposedly, but to me it kind of feels closer to like 9.5, maybe like an 8.5 or something. It feels rounder than I expected for a 10-inch radius. Not that it's a big problem, but it's definitely not going to be your most modern feeling neck. Basically what I love about Music Man guitars is they've kind of refined traditional instruments. With the 4-in-2 headstock design, the strings travel in a straighter fashion, which helps with tuning stability. They put the truss rod adjustment here so it's easily accessible. We have a really basic pickup configuration, more basic than like a Les Paul. 2 humbuckers, 1 volume, 1 tone, 3-way toggle. No splitting involved. It's just a straight to the point setup. We've got a Music Man trem, which is the first time I'm experiencing it. So this only dive bombs. It's not floating, so you can't pull up. It's blocked off right there, which possibly helps tuning stability, but I probably won't be using the tremolo on this guitar all that much, so I don't even have the trem arm popped in. But it's really cool that it's this kind of matte brushed, what is this, aluminum? So I'm gonna plug it in, and we're going to get some of the first tones out of it. So I'm plugged into my Friedman twin sister. Clean, fairly clean. This is what it sounds like. really love this neck. It's definitely totally different than the thin neck that was on that John Petrucci model that I used to have. But same awesome build quality. So I'm not sure, but the pickups look a little bit low. I'm not sure if that's how they came from the factory or that's what Sweetwater did, but I might have to adjust these a little bit just to get the optimal tone out of them. And these are just stock. I think they're Music Man custom humbuckers or something. Let's add a little bit of gain. It's very, I don't know how to say it, but it's a very even and balanced feeling and sounding guitar. Like, I have no doubt that this thing is going to stay in tune really well. And it just feels really solid when I'm just strumming. Now, like I was saying, that the radius of the fingerboard is kind of on the round side at 10 inches. And you can definitely feel it on the upper register, you know, above the 10th or 12th fret. I think it would have been cool if they did some sort of compound radius, maybe 10 to 14 or 15 up here. That would have been optimal. But like I said, this just feels more traditional and vintage feeling. What I like about the design and the feel and everything is kind of a hybrid between old school and new school. I want to say it's like a refined vintage instrument. All right, let's get some gain. Okay, so tonally, it's okay. I'm not sure if I need to adjust the pickups. I kind of feel like I do. They don't seem like they're as big sounding as they should be, so I think I'm going to raise them in a little bit. But, you know, I would probably play around with different pickups, maybe some, you know, cool Seymour Duncans or like bare knuckles or something to really make this guitar pop. You know, I usually do that with new guitars anyways. I love to swap out pickups and try out, you know, tonal variations. So I'll keep these in for a little bit, but I'll probably end up swapping them out. But all in all, it's a freaking great feeling guitar. And I can't say I have something that's like this in my collection. You know, it's kind of this double cut, kind of like a Les Paul style layout. you know, 25.5-inch scale with a trem. It's weird. It's just kind of a, not an oddball, but it's definitely something different than your typical, you know, Strat, Tele, Les Paul type of category. Well, I'm pretty stoked. I'm sure you'll be seeing this appear in whatever pedal or amp video I'm doing next. I'm very happy that I was notified that this came into stock at Sweetwater. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, gear demos, or some of my live streams, make sure you click the subscribe button. Thanks again for watching. I'm RJ Ronquillo. I got a new guitar, and I'll see you next time.